Hi there and welcome to Apple World. Tyler Perry, the man behind the Dearest media character, and Diddy Combs, the music big shot who's been at the focal point of hip jump culture for quite a long time, are unexpectedly connected in a manner nobody might have at any point anticipated. Today, we're going to plunge profound into their stunning association, one that is set to shake the diversion world profoundly, and trust us, toward the finish of this you're going to be left addressing all that you thought you had some awareness of. These two Hollywood forces to be reckoned with. This took Diddy Combs into care. He's seen in this video, entering the recreation area Hyatt Inn in Midtown Manhattan with others. When specialists from country security examinations approach and separate him, they spot Combs collared and lead him out that front entryway in bind. So here is the genuine kicker. The FBI has uncovered new proof that proposed Perry might have been engaged with some genuinely dim exercises at Diddy's notorious gatherings, the sort of stuff that has been murmured regarding for a really long time yet never truly affirmed. And presently, as we talk, the specialists are getting ready for what could be quite possibly of the most high-profile captures in late memory yet. How could we arrive? How did two of the most persuasive up amusements known for their riches, abilities, and achievements wind up at the focal point of what's turning out to be a gigantic outrage? We should rewind a piece. Tyler Perry and Diddy have consistently moved in comparable circles. However, to the public eye, they've seemed like two totally different characters. Perry's image has generally been established in healthy family diversion, with Christian qualities frequently woven into the texture of his movies and network programs. Diddy, then again, has forever been known for his high-energy way of life, his bigger-than-life persona, and his gatherings that have turned into the stuff of legend. However, as it turns out, there's another side to their relationship than meets the eye. The man has a gigantic crowd, and he's Tyler. Tyler is exceptionally brilliant. You understand what he's done. He began out, with these plays, and for years bits of gossip have twirled around Diddy's restrictive get-togethers, the sort of gatherings where just the tip-top were welcomed, and where the standards of customary life appeared not to apply. These occasions were apparently loaded up with luxurious abundance, and while many individuals in Hollywood have gone to them, few have at any point expressed openly about what truly continues behind those shut entryways. That is where Tyler Perry comes in, as per the most recent reports. Perry wasn't simply an easygoing participant at these social occasions. He was supposedly sporadic, and his presence at these occasions is currently raising serious questions. Sure, all claims that have turned out to be amazingly recognizable against Diddy lately, as he has confronted claim after claim from ladies and men who have blamed him for, of all things. What's considerably more stunning is that a portion of the casualties from these gatherings have come forward, blaming both Perry and Diddy. These people guarantee that they were controlled, forced, and quieted by the gigantic power these two men use in the business. And here's the thing, this isn't simply newspaper tattle. The FBI has allegedly been researching this association for quite a long time, and it appears like they've uncovered sufficient proof to make a move against Perry conceivably before long. The way that policing involved adds an entirely different layer of validity to the circumstance, making it clear that this is, as of now, not simply a Hollywood gossip plant yet. How did somebody like Perry, who's constructed a profession on addressing goodness and profound quality, get gotten up to speed in such an upsetting web? And Stacy, you say the present prosecution peruses like a horde prosecution tin? What was most stunning to you of every one of these charges? Definitely the reality. One hypothesis that has been drifting around is that Perry's relationship with Diddy goes a lot further than only a couple of social occasions. A few insiders recommend that the two have been teaming up on projects in the background, and that Perry may have depended on Diddy's associations with assist with supporting his own impact in Hollywood. After all, Diddy has for quite some time been known as a kingmaker in the amusement world, and lining up with him might have opened entryways for Perry that probably won't have been open generally yet. As these coordinated efforts apparently developed more successive, so did Perry's association in Diddy's universe. Of excess, there has been a few updates in Diddy the Diddy $100 million default judgment that we provided details regarding, and we should not fail to remember the timetable here. Perry has been producing content at an practically godlike speed, frequently boasting about how he composes all of his network programs. What's more, motion pictures Tours without help from anyone else, without the assistance of an essayist's room. It's an obvious fact that Perry's hardworking attitude is uncommon. However, might there be something else to it? Besides hard work, some have hypothesized that Perry's need to remain in charge of his task projects is attached to his longing to keep certain parts of his life concealed by keeping up with full imaginative control. Perry guarantees that no other person is in a position to dive too profoundly into his individual dual issues, particularly assuming that they're as entwined with Diddy's reality as certain individuals are presently asserting. Yet I still feel that a ton of stuff that is on today is coery horseplay, the genuine sensation. This is the way these two men use their power and impact to supposedly keep individuals calm, as per a few sources. Both Perry and Diddy have been blamed for utilizing their status to quietness. That's what potential informants guarantee, guaranteeing nobody would dare uncover what was truly occurring in the background. One essayist, Terry Earthy-Colored Jackson, who dealt with Perry's hit show Place of Agony, has stood up against feeling objectified and disposed of after she and different authors were terminated for mentioning association contracts. And recall, that wasn't simply an oddball episode. Perry's hatred for unionized essayists and his choice to assume full command over his contents could be viewed as a component of a bigger example. A man who doesn't need any other individual knowing a lot about how he works. You realize, I think in government court and for these charges they would agree that it's routine. However, in the public domain this is extremely huge. Just from who we partner did he being and everything we've seen him do throughout the long term. Like you said, this is an incredible ruin to go from. I mean, we saw the manors back in spring that were struck by the taken care of, so to go from living in those houses to being in a prison, however, it gets much murkier. Another narrative named Maxine's Beasts enduring Tyler Perry is apparently in progress, and it's set to exhibitions. The absolute generally condemning charges against Perry to date, while Perry has rushed to attempt to close the creation down, recruiting a portion of the best legal advisors on the planet to do so. The reality that such a narrative even exists says a lot about the developing examination encompassing him. The title itself is a play all alone narrative. Maxine's Kid, the Tyler Perry story, which was intended to paint him as an independent achievement. Yet presently, with Maxine's Beast not too far off, it appears like his cautiously organized picture is beginning to break quite possibly. One of the most concerning parts of this entirety circumstance is the manner by which the casualties have been treated. A large number of them have approached secretly, dreading reprisal from two of the most influential men in diversion. And it's not hard to see why, while you're going towards somebody with the sort of assets and associations that Perry and Diddy have, feeling like your voice is simple doesn't make any difference. Truth be told, one casualty who stood up against Diddy previously asserted that she was boycotted from the business in the wake of declining to remain quiet, assuming this is the manner by which informants have been treated in the past. It's no wonder that so many others have remained in the shadows, too terrified to even consider making some noise about what they've encountered. Had clients depict NBC as damnation as the most terrible circumstances they've been in. However, presently the tides are turned. Ning with the FBI allegedly shutting in on Perry and more casualties, seeing as the mental fortitude to approach it seems like we're near the precarious edge of a significant retribution in Hollywood media outlets has for some time been where power elements are slanted for the rich also. Popular, however, the times are changing in a post-M2 world. An ever-increasing number of individuals are requesting responsibility from those in important, influential places, and it appears as Perry and Diddy are going to confront the results of their activities. Fundamentally, this means the cash that they're saying Diddy needs to begin paying this person in October 1st. Diddy's group is like, hang on, yeah, we really want a crisis discussion about why this shouldn't have been conceded, and they granted him a which essentially implied that Diddy Scene was not permitted to sell any property in that state, or anything connected with what could be utilized to pay the offended party. Obviously the embarrassment and doesn't simply influence Perry and Diddy. The wave impacts are being felt all through Hollywood, with other prominent figures limiting any association with the two men, trying not to get gotten up to speed. In the aftermath, a portion of Perry's nearest teammates have purportedly quit calling him back, while Diddy's undertakings are beginning to feel the negative press also. It's not just about the quick ramifications for these two. The more extensive question is the means by which the embarrassment will change media outlets overall. Will it power other strong figures to re-examine how they use their impact? Will it pass on to more straightforwardness and responsibility in Hollywood? Exceptional Lodging Unit is a 24-hour lockdown unit, and that implies that any development inside that unit is controlled and composed also. No prisoner moves beyond his cell without being in full limitations to incorporate leg irons, binds a gut chain, and something like 2 in the event that not 3 staff individuals accompanying them, the reality that Perry and Diddy. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.